Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the Casio ProTrack triple sensor tough solar watch. MSRP for this watch is $330. In fact, I have the hang tag here. This watch was kindly lent in by a subscriber for us to check out. So here's the hang tag. The model number is PRG600YL-05. And that box, the number in the rectangle there is the module 5497. So set that off to the side. And I'm not sure if these are the factory straps or if these are the factory straps. All the pictures I've seen of this watch are with a leather strap, so I'm starting to believe this is the factory strap, and these may be the straps from Holben's. Here's the package right there. So I don't know all that much about this watch. I do know it has a lot of features. In fact, you can see the sub dial here right above 9 o'clock. You can see the functions there: barometer, temperature, REC, I believe that's record, stopwatch, TR is a timer, alarm, and then world time. So actually, let's zoom in a little bit. We'll zoom in quite a bit actually. We take a look at these applied plastic indices, resin indices, and those are loomed, and the handset is loomed as well, and also has a backlight, so it's very neat. You have some loom applied along with the it's actually a double LED black backlight. We'll check that out towards the end of the video. Let's see, what function am I in right now? I'll show you all the functions in a moment here. There we go. Okay, so it does have a mineral crystal. It has a stainless steel bezel with gold ion plate. And then around the bezel here, these are the different time zones, so Denver, Chicago, New York. I don't know what YHC is. Rio, assume that's Rio de Janeiro, Universal, London, anyway, so on and so forth. You can figure out the rest of it there. So the module, as we already discussed, is the 5497 module. There we go, right there, upper right corner, right next to Casio. There's the model number again, PRG600YL. You can see this is a screwed down stainless steel case back and water resistant 10 bar, which is 100 meter. And then in the center here, you see the ProTrack with the mountain there, and then Japan movement, cased in Thailand, tough solar. So let's zoom back out here. We'll talk about the fact it does have a resin case. You can see there's pushers on all four quadrants. You got a pusher here, pusher there, and then these two pushers here. This here is your sensor. It does have these kind of screwed down lugs, but they don't really articulate all that much, so I'm not sure why that's screwed down like that, but anyway, there you go. Speaking of screwed down, this is a screwed down crown. Unscrew it and you go through some of the functions. So yeah, this does have the two-piece fabric strap on it right now. So let's talk about the dimensions, and then we'll go over some of the functions of the watch. So lug to lug, I measured at 53.8 millimeter. Diameter of the bezel I measured at 45.3, so it is a large watch. 13.3 thick. It's thick but not terribly thick for a Casio. And lug width is 24, and there's no taper on the fabric strap or the leather strap. It's kind of a spongy leather too. Interesting choice for a we'll call it a field watch or adventure watch, whatever you want to call it. But all the pictures I've seen, they have a leather strap on it like this. Today I'm wearing the Black Bay, Tudor Black Bay 58. So let's take this off and go over some of the functions here. Now let's zoom back in for this. There we go. So top right pusher gets you into the compass mode. Pushing again takes you, well, push back in the compass mode. All right. Then the bottom left pusher, is your altimeter. Right now it's in metric. I don't know how to change it to feet. And if I push the top left pusher, no, bottom left pusher will take me back into time. You see the handset moving around. The top left pusher changes this digi screen down here, the digital screen. So there you have the date. Then this is the time again. And then there is the day, month, and date. All right, so the bottom left button goes through some other functions as well. You have the barometer. Push it again, we go to temperature. It's all in metric. Not exactly sure what recall is. I think it will recall some of the previous timing recordings you have on here. And if you see this button up here, or the indicator is changing along with which mode we're in. So now we're in stopwatch. So I just started the stopwatch, stop it, and then reset up here. TR is your timer. So the timer's going now. And after 9 minutes, and well, it's set for 10 minutes, so after 10 minutes it will chime. So let's stop that and then reset it. Alarm function. And then world time, so you can see the handset's moving to, looks like it's Denver. And it has the home time displayed down there, so that's pretty neat. Then it'll go back to home time. Our hands can come all the way back around. So that's a quick look at this watch. So how do I get out of that screen easily? So I've not spent a ton of time with this watch. It's not exactly my favorite type of watch, so anyway, let's go over. I already talked about the dimensions. I forgot to mention the size of the crown. It is a 9.4 millimeter screw down crown, and again 100 meters water resistance. So let me get this on wrist, and then we'll close out the video after checking out the lume. So as you know, I have a 6.5 inch wrist. It's gonna look a tad bit large on my wrist, maybe really large on my wrist. So I'm down to the last hole pattern there. So kind of like a Zulu strap, a two-piece Zulu strap. There we go, nice and secure. So yeah, the lug to lug on this is overhanging my wrist a little bit. Might not be so easy to see that, seeing how it's black on black here. But 53.8 lug to lug, and I have a 52 millimeter wristband. And again, the diameter on the bezel here is 45.3 millimeters, so quite a large watch, but very easy to read the time with. I just prefer my digital watches to be, well, purely digital. I really don't care for the anti-digi setup. All right, let's compare this to my SKX009 for size reference, and then we'll check out the lume. So there it is next to my SKX. Makes the SKX look pretty small here. And it's not really a small watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to release at least 3 videos per week. Usually do more than that, but that's my plan. Okay, let's take a look at the lume. We'll compare these two to each other. I forgot to mention, the button for the lume is right down here at the bottom of the watch. So you have the 4 pushers, and then this is for the lume here, or the backlight I should say. It looks like you can't see it with the lighting right now, so I'll show you that in a moment here. Alright, so obviously the Casio is on the left and the SKX009 is on the right. So you can see the Casio ProTrack has actually a fair amount of lume for what it is. It's not a dive watch, but it does have a good amount of lume here. And that's not even considering the backlight. So let me push the button here at the 6 o'clock position. Yeah, so you can see how much light that's putting out. It's lighting up my fingers here. It says it has dual lights. Yeah, so there's one off to the side there. So yeah, really good amount of lume on this watch, and then you have the backlight too. So that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching.